the restaurant kind of like gave you like this foundation to be a person, I guess.
Yeah. It was literally the most insane shit I've ever had in my entire life.
People were so quick to bark.
But at that point, how many bottles of water can you drop off at a table before they're just like, where the hell is my food?
The server and stuff changes the dynamic so much of like how busy you are. And you know, like I talk to chat every day. Mm-hmm. You're the one that told me about chat.
Yeah, you have to.
I talk to chat every single day.
Be careful what you say, but like definitely talk to definitely.
Nothing incriminating, right?
Exactly.
But like I talk to chat and like I'm like, okay, like this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. And like at the end of every single time, they're like, okay, Letitia, breathe. You're doing great. Like for
you use chat like a therapist
all the time.
Oh, okay, no, I wouldn't say too much to chat in that sense.
Why?
It gets very like. They watch it. People are out there. You don't know how they're using it.
Yeah, well,
that makes me nervous.
Listen, so therapy costs like $200 a session.
And chat is
$20 a month. I think there's a difference.
Fair.
You know what I mean? And like, I can only complain about the same things to like my boyfriend, to like my friends so much.
Yeah.
Chat is right there.
Chat's always there.
Yeah.
And he's always excited to talk to you.
And he's always
he wants to help. Chat wants to be there for you.
Dude, and it's so funny. I was talking to Lou about it the other day.
Yeah.
And like, I think that like the way you text and the way that you talk and stuff.
Yeah.
It really like chat knows you, you know? Mm-hmm. So like if you talk super girly pop all the time, chat becomes girly pop.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking to you exactly the way. Yeah.
I love it.
My chat is in a very like strict regimen. Like, he talks to me like a business person. Like I don't talk to him like a friend or anything like that. Like he'll start talking to me like that, and I'm like, no, get back, give me the answer. I need it now. Like I need it. Like let's say you give it a question like, oh, what's like 20% of like whatever it is, and they'll start giving you a whole breakdown. Like no, I don't care for that. Just give me the actual answer. And like now it speaks to me exactly like that.
Oh,
and just like straight.
You're better than me. What are like the dashes called? Like, you know, when you're.
What do you mean?
Like chat has like this thing about like the dashes like in the middle of a sentence. Instead of like putting a period and starting a new sentence, they'll do like a dash, which looks so AI.
Yeah.
The way that I would tell chat to stop.
When you're actually okay, yes.
Yeah, like I'll be like, chat, can you answer this email for me?
Yeah.
And then like whatever, it'll
It
like
will
do the
start doing
dashes.
that, yeah.
I'm like, babe, can you please stop?
Everybody
like that's how
knows,
I talk to chat.
I mean nowadays, people got kind of smart with it now. They know to take that off. But back in the day when it first started, people just started copying and pasting AI stuff. You can just tell someone it was AI because of that dash. So I remember, yeah.
Are you kidding me? I have a friend who's a teacher, Chelsea. Mm-hmm. She's a teacher, and she like goes fucking sick over it. She's just like, stop fucking using chat.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what teachers go through nowadays.
Can you fucking imagine that? I don't know. I would hate that.
And you know, like speaking on AI, I think that like AI started becoming really, really popular when we were both managing together. And it's just so funny to like see how like boss would literally be like, you guys need to stop using AI for everything, to now where he's like, AI is the future.
I think he actually likes it. I wouldn't be surprised if he uses it a lot as well nowadays. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I would not be surprised one bit if I found out that Maro Tropiano was on chat every single day. I would not be surprised.
He's telling her things that we don't know.
He's using it as a therapist too.
Literally.
Like, why am I getting so angry?
Like his chat knows that he fucking hates me.
No, they talk about Carlos. He's like, ugh, Carlos. Well, one thing about that man is he is AI himself.
Yeah.
He's always been like that.
Yeah, he actually is. He is. He's a very smart man.
Yeah, and then like Ari is like a
mini version of Maro. Ari is literally a mini version of Maro. It's actually kind of scary.
What did we used to call him when he just started? We had
robot?
like an AI. Yeah,
no,
like,
it was like a robot. But
no,
like,
but we had like an AI name for him, and it was so
I forgot.
funny.
I wasn't there for that one. Wasn't there for that. But no, Ari's literally a mini Maro. It's kind of crazy.
It's really scary. He got the perfect one.
No, he did.
It wasn't us.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
No, we were his trial, and it's a flunk. They flunked bad. I feel so bad. No, but I'm very happy that Ari came in. I think Ari's doing a great job, honestly. I think he's doing exactly what the restaurant itself needs for like what's to come and everything like that. I think Ari is just always there. To me, in the beginning, it was very weird because I feel like I almost kind of wanted to hate him because I was just like, oh my God, like just shut up. Like, how are you like always like this? But man, it's been months and he's consistent. He's there every single day in, day out, same attitude, same energy. Like he'll have a shit night, but he'll still make it. He'll try to find a way to still make it like a positive thing, like what he went through. So I feel like, I don't know, Morrow found like the right guy for stands, honestly.
Well, you know, like I've said it like in a podcast before. I don't know if you've seen, but like I think that like to manage a restaurant, especially at our age, like we're 20 somethings, you know what I mean? I think that we're going through a lot, like developmentally, like mentally, especially, you know, like we're going through like a big change in our lives, and like this is where people find relationships, and this is where people like become a real adult. Like I know at 18 you become an adult, right? But like this is where you kind of like become a real adult. And like this is where if you are not looking to like have a restaurant,
if you're not looking to like actually make this your life, then you're not going to find the passion in it to be there during the roughest moments of your life, because we all have a life outside of that place. And I think sometimes things happen outside of the restaurant that make you kind of like hate the restaurant in itself, because it's taking up so much of your time that you can't figure out the outside stuff. So you have to have enough passion for it to like put that first above yourself. You know what I mean? Like it takes a certain type of person to want to be there all the time. You know what I mean? Even when things outside might be crumbling for yourself, you still want to be there for the restaurant. Because at the end of the day, I think, you know, any manager who's doing it that way with that mentality, they have a plan to eventually have like their own restaurant or their own established place for themselves. You know what I mean? And I think that specifically talking about Ari, I think he's having like great experience and exposure to this lifestyle that many people aren't able to really get. Like you might work for like a chain restaurant, like say Texas Roadhouse or like an Applebee's or whatever, be a manager there. But managing Stanziatos is so different. I think it's like Morrow really gives you like firsthand experience of what it's like to be an actual owner instead of like just a manager, you know?
Yeah. And in doses, you know what I mean? Like I think that he is a very hands-on boss, which I know a lot of places, especially in these corporate places, like when you were working at Texas Roadhouse, did you even know who the owner was?
Actually, no, but Roadhouse is different. It's a chain, right? So like the actual owner of the chain itself was there, but like anyone higher up, no, they'll make like their rounds here and there. They wouldn't really be there the way an owner is, right? I think Morrow is one of the very few ones that I've ever met who's there every single day. Yeah. Like people walk in and, oh wow, he owns all 3 buildings, and it's like, yeah, like it's like he's like never around. I'm like, no, he's actually here every day. Like Morrow is a robot. Like he it's like for him, he has to be there just to even do a walk around. Like it's weird because I'm like, it's Sunday, go home. Like it's Sunday, be with your family. But for him, it's almost kind of like he's been doing it for so long that he just has to like do his round. He has to be there. He has to be present. He has to walk in and do whatever he has to do, because that's just like how he's wired. You know what I mean? Yeah. Very few bosses are like left the way Morrow is, honestly.
Yeah. And you know, it shows, right? Like I say it all the time. I mean, like half shade, half like serious, you know? We are one of the busiest restaurants. I mean, you guys. Yeah. You guys are one of the busiest restaurants in Danbury. And it's because how many people put their blood, sweat, and tears into that place. You know what I mean? You know how many times I walked into the walk-in to cry and there was someone else in there crying? Yeah. Like, it happens. Yeah. Because, like, the people, you find the right group, people that are so passionate about it, you let them make family there. Yeah. You know? How many times have you been there when you weren't working? To hang.
Yeah, just to be there.
Just to be there.
Anyone who ever works at Stanziatos, give them a week or two, and they're going to start showing up with their friends, showing up with their families, showing up after their time off, coming in earlier, staying late. Like, it just happens. It just really becomes part of, like, your life to be at Stan's in that way. I think everyone who's ever worked there has felt that, like, connection to the actual place itself, you know?
Yeah, I was talking to, even before I left, when I was still managing, right before I went to Barcelona, the original plane tickets were like ridiculous. So I was like, Morrow, I can't go. And he was like, you're gonna go. Like, you're gonna go no matter what. Like, you have to leave. Like, because I was about to like explode. Yeah. So he's like, you have to leave. You have to go. And I'm like, they're just so expensive, whatever. He's like, okay, then like just take a week and like just be home. I was like, I can't do that. I'll come in. I
You'll literally end up knowing you would definitely just come in because you can't
Bro, I can't help it. I'm also like, I have a bad habit of like making you can't tell me that like my space is somewhere where I will literally like take over the space. Like the server station in the Avenue is my closet.
Dude, your stuff was everywhere in the restaurant.
That's true.
You would find I don't even think
socks,
I don't even want to think I don't want to say it.
Those weren't mine. Those weren't mine.
There's a story going around grounds that they found a pair of whatever that was.
Those were not mine. The pants there were mine, but I promise I've never changed my pants there.
I wasn't there when they asked you about it, but Jaden was like, yeah, she told me, and then she immediately threw it out. And I'm like, they were hers. I'm like, immediately they were definitely hers. I know they were hers.
Swear to God they weren't. Someone changed. Okay, so this is what happened, right? So there is we have these giant parties. Our restaurant takes over one plaza. Like it's massive, you know? Like I couldn't even think of how many square feet that place must be.
Yeah.
Like 20 at least. It's massive.
Huge.
So like it's basically like if all the walls were next to that's a warehouse, but whatever. So when we have these parties, we have 3 fucking bars, we have all of the businesses that are being affected by this party, right? So the middle side, that one that connects the event space and the main area for the restaurant, the middle is our donut and coffee shop in the morning. So the donut and coffee shop has its own kitchen, has its own bakery style setup with like the shelving and whatever, its own register, everything, its own bathrooms, everything. So originally, before we had the event space, that's where the DJ used to be. Yeah. So there was a lot more eyes on that area. Once we opened up the event side, DJ's over there. Everybody wants to be over there, right? So now, less security in the donut shop, less people in the donut shop. Don't get me wrong, it's still crowded.
So you think it was someone random?
I think someone had sex in there.
Oh, okay. I mean, it wouldn't be the first, but I'm sure somebody.
I think someone had sex in there. And they're missing information because it wasn't just panties that was there. You know, there was clothes there.
Yeah.
So someone left without their panties and left without clothes.
That's fucking crazy.
What I think happened is someone went in there, had sex, heard something because the door to go into the hallway
and went running.
And went running. Yes.
That's crazy.
That has to have happened.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe it.
Come on, let's be real. If I went with my panties, I would either come back with them or I would go without panties.
Fair.
It's just how it is.
The Letitia way.
The Letitia way. I'm like, fuck, I forgot.
That's so bad.
No, but listen, and don't get me wrong. There was a pair of my pants that were folded, waiting on top of those things for months. Is it still there?
Yeah, I don't know, but if I ever see them, I know exactly who to go to.
Those were there for months. I saw them every time. I'm like, oh, I got to bring those home. Forgot. Goes right over my head.
Yeah. Lucky you, though.
What?
Completely being out and missing Valentine's.
Dude.
Yeah.
So the special thing about Valentine's Day this year is that it fell on a fucking Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I noticed that before I left. And part of me was like, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm so close to a bunch of you.
Yeah.
I was hearing horror stories. People were calling me left and right.
It was literally the most insane shit I've ever had in my entire life. And I've worked many holidays. I've worked many busy shifts. But this was just so special. I don't know if it was because it fell on Saturday as well, or it was just that we've gotten busier. We've gotten more exposure out there to a lot of people who were coming in. But the bulk of our reservations were between 5 and 7 p.m. You would look at that book and you'd be like, where are we sitting these people? I know we have a lot of seats. I know we have a lot of tables. I know we have 3 buildings worth of space to sit this. But at the same time, is all these tables sitting at the same exact time with only, 8 to 10 kitchen guys in the kitchen? That's so much food to be made for that little personnel in the kitchen. So it was just hectic. One moment you go to the kitchen and you just see a trail of straight tickets just being pulled out of the machine. It was crazy.
They told me, I forgot the number. They said it was 150 tickets backed up.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Fucking nuts.
150 tickets backed up. bless the kitchen, because moments like that, I feel like I'm stressed with my tables, and I might have a few Karens here and there, like being upset about the wait time, whatever. But I cannot imagine looking at those tickets and knowing that I have to take out all that food.
Yeah.
And it's all coming at the same exact time. I can only assume that at one moment of the night it was just printing, and it was just not. It wasn't stopping. It just kept going and Can you imagine working like that and you just hear that the fact that it's still fucking going? I would hate that. That's insane.
And I guess that in the bar, you've bartended before too. You get a little bit of that, you know what I mean? Like there's definitely nights where the tickets are coming and coming and coming and coming. But the kitchen feels that and
more,
tenfold, it's crazy. God
at one
bless those
point,
guys.
early on in the night, Ari told us, he was like, no substitutions. Like the way the meal comes on the menu is exactly how we're taking it out. And the thing is that with Stanziato, we have a lot of people that come in that are regulars, that they know Stans, and they know that we'll make a few changes here and there. We'll change the pasta, we'll change whatever it is that they want to change on their meal. We'll do it. So you have people coming in, oh, can I get the salmon? But I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't want this, but I want this instead. And it's like, tonight, I'm so sorry, we are not able to do it because just the way it's busy right now. And imagine having to do all those tickets and then also make sure that everything is the way that they're saying it. You know what I mean? It's insane. It's just you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. It'd be too much for the kitchen at that point.
Bro, I can't even imagine. And Ian was making jokes. He was like, we should go there tonight. I was like, absolutely not.
No.
We cannot go there tonight.
No.
I knew.
No shade. To me, it was also surprising in the way, the fact that people would wait an hour or a little over an hour for their food. And I'm sorry, but I would be stressed. If I was sitting at that table on a date and I had to wait that long for my food, I'd be upset. But at the same time, it's you went out to a busy restaurant on Valentine's Day. What did you actually expect? But people would still walk out happy because the food is just that good.
Yeah.
So people would just, you know what I mean? At that point, it's just they were happy that the food came, and that, after waiting that long, I'm sure you're hungry. Anything's gonna taste it. You know what I mean? But no, they walk out happy at least. But a few tables I did hear had terrible stories from that night, and I feel so bad. I can't imagine coming out to a restaurant that you've heard probably good things about, and then that being your experience.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess since we're in the industry, we kind of get it and stuff that too. I didn't want to go out Valentine's Day night. I told him, I was like, we can go to lunch. We went to lunch for Valentine's Day, and it was perfect. It was busy. Don't get me wrong. I think that other people kind of get it.
I noticed that people were coming in early on, and they were telling me before the rush hits, and I'm like, you're industry people. You have to be, because I'm for me, if I'm ever off for Valentine's, I haven't been off for Valentine's Day. I don't even know in how long. But if I ever am off, I would not do a dinner. I would do a lunch and then do an activity at home, or do activity somewhere else, or whatever it is, but not to a restaurant. I feel that's insane to want to go out to a busy restaurant to eat at night, because that's just you're gonna
in
get
the bulk
those
of the reservations. That everyone has dinner at 6:30. Everyone.
And what really also killed us is the fact that we still had our to-goes open that night, so people on DoorDash, Uber, and stuff like that ordering food, and you're home ordering from a busy restaurant. What are you expecting is gonna happen? You know what I mean? It was so insane. There was one review that they left on Stanziato's. It was talking about how the to-goes were taking forever on Valentine's Day, and they normally can't handle it on a regular busy weekend. And to me, I read that, and it's kind of if you already had a bad experience at this restaurant with ordering to-go food on a busy weekend, you want to try on Valentine's Day and then be upset about it. I'm sorry, but what are you doing? You want to be upset. You want to have a terrible experience. Why are you doing that to yourself? I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but this goes back to what I always say. You know what I mean? I feel everyone just has to have a little bit of a taste of it. You know what I mean? You need to work in the service industry. You need to work with people at least a little bit to even understand the grasp of it and stuff. I don't understand how. When we were growing up, they would call it Twitter fingers, right?
Yeah.
People were so quick to bark. I've had reviews and stuff that people literally didn't say anything to me. I would go up, managing, I would go up to a table, be like, hey guys, everything good? Yeah. You can tell that not everything's perfect, but they don't want to talk about it. I'm like, well, my name is Letitia. I'm the manager. If there's anything that you guys want, if you guys have any like feedback, anything that you want me to know, tell me.
Yeah.
We're good. Whatever. Same face on Yelp 30 minutes after they leave. Bro.
Some people just want to like complain, and I feel like you sometimes understand and you know that from the experience you're having in that moment that person is like already upset, just wants to be upset, and like is gonna do what they're gonna do after. If they're gonna leave a review, they're gonna leave a review. They already made it in their head. Like they haven't hit submit on the actual phone, but in their head they already left a review with 1 star and they already know what they're gonna say. People are just like that. That just happens.
And you think you did your big one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that is crazy to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We could have resolved this. We could have, like, figured it out. I could have done something for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nope.
I was very blessed. On Valentine's Day, I had tables that, like, I just felt terrible because I'm like, I know you've been waiting for so long, but I'm so blessed that I did not have a single table be like nasty or mean to me. I mean, I guess I also kept going up to them and having conversations with them and kind of like, well, Mara like to talk, like massaging your table. And like, I was doing that a lot. I mean, you had to. At that point, it's like all your tables are sat in your section and all you can really do at that moment is just talk to your tables because what else can you do? Like, they know it's busy. They see that people are running around. They know what's going on. At that point, just like talk to them. But there's only like so much. I had one table with this couple that all they were just having water. They weren't drinking, so getting them through a round of drinks wasn't possible. But at that point, how many bottles of water can you drop off at a table before they're just like, where the hell is my food? You know what I mean? But they were so nice to me. Every table that I had that night, I would go up to them and be like, hey, thank you guys so much for your patience tonight. Like, you know, it was very busy, but thank you for choosing us and stuff like that. And they were just wonderful. They were so nice to me. So massaging does work for your tables, honestly, because I was afraid of what was going to happen afterwards, honestly.
Have you ever had tables that just like were not eating it though? Like that did not want to talk to you?
Yeah, and then you stop talking to them.
Yeah.
Because at that point, they don't want to talk to you and you feel bad. Now you feel like you're pestering them. Like they're already having a bad experience and like for you to like keep trying to talk to them, you can just feel like they just don't want to talk to you. They're tired of me. Bring me my fucking food.
We had this one server that I think like we went to dinner in Long Island a couple days ago because he had an interview to do out there, but we're in Long Island and we go to like this restaurant, same thing, busy as fuck. I was like, oh, so, and you know, like, you know, when you go out and you're like, oh, so like this is like, I compare it to like other restaurants that I know, like I know people that work at, you know what I mean? Like I'll be like a restaurant that I go to like all the time, like Mariposa, right? I'll be like, oh, so like this is like the Mariposa of this area, or like, oh, like this is the Stanziatos of this area.
Yeah.
Do you have any restaurants that you'll do that too?
No, not really. No.
But like anytime like I'm in somewhere different, like I like to compare it to like whatever, like see it kind of how like the local as well, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, so like this is the Stanziatos of Long Island.
Yeah.
Busy as fuck. And like the server was so nice, God bless her, but she was overwhelmed. And like you could tell, you know, like she's talking to us like 10 miles or whatever, like 10 words per second, like just spewing, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, and I'm a fast talker in general, so I'm just like, I need to like slow down when I'm talking to her.
Yeah.
And it like really helps people, you know? So I'm like, everything is so delicious. Thank you so much for checking in on us. Just like that. For
me, I feel like I'm a fast talker to the extent where like, if you know me, you know I stutter sometimes. And it's the most embarrassing thing that happens because like with my friends, I'm able to laugh it off. But like if you're at a table and you start stuttering and the first thing you're saying to them, you're just like, you wanna fucking run and hide it. You wanna and especially like when it's really busy, I have to like mentally prepare myself going to a table to kind of be like, all right, Carlos, calm down. Hi, my name is Carlos. I'll be taking care of you guys today. And like kind of like calming myself down because if not, oh my God, it comes out so fast that even I'm like, what the fuck did I just say to her? This is so embarrassing. And you could tell from their face they didn't hear. All they heard was water at the end. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And I'm walking around embarrassed. I'm like, what is that? What did I just do that for?
You know, I will literally never forget this either because this is probably like 2022. Like there's like no masks anymore. You know, like now we're like actually like engaging with our tables and stuff, and it's still pretty busy. Yeah. Because people still had like some of that like not the stimulus. What the fuck was it called?
What? The checks that we got.
Yeah, like whatever the fuck.
They're called stimulus checks, aren't they? No?
Yeah, but that was like one stimulus check. No. And then they were getting like
we had two during COVID. Wasn't there two?
Well, I didn't get any of them. Okay. So
sorry, I got two.
Well, fuck the IRS. So I people still had money and like people were still trying to spend and stuff like that. And like I remember this is like when I kind of like grew some balls at the restaurant. Like of course when you're working at a restaurant, especially like I started really young, you started really young too. I was still nervous to talk to strangers, you know, like everyone that I knew was like family or like people that I had gone to school with since kindergarten. So like the restaurant kind of like gave me like this foundation to be a person, I guess.
Yeah.
Like to be like social and like to be like this like just social being.
Yeah.
So I remember like now I'm like fully confident. You know what I mean? Like I already started bartending. Like now I'm like on this high of life and like I fucking got it. So like I go up to this table, same thing, like talking fast as fuck. And I'm like, I stop for a second because they're like looking at me and I was like, hold on. I like turn around and I come right back. Like literally like I walk like one table and I was like, hey guys.
Yeah.
I had to redo that.
Yeah.
And they started cracking
No, I've literally
up.
had to do that. And I mean, you know, when you're talking to someone, if you're the type to like joke around with them or not, with like tables that I've had that with and I've stuttered in front of them, I had to be like, I had laughed because I'm like, oh my God, I know you guys noticed it. I noticed it. Let's address the elephant in the room because that was fucking embarrassing, guys. I'm so sorry. And they all laugh. And it kind of is, it's nice because like, I turned that situation that's like normally embarrassing for me kind of into like a little like joke and humor, and then the rest of the time is like very like fun with the table after that.
And I think it humanizes you a lot, you know? I think that, and especially like, so have you been to like anywhere like really, really fancy to like eat?
Yes, that's actually a really good example because you're right, because when you go somewhere like that's very, very nice, they're so formal and very like, you don't even know if they're real or not. Like, are you a robot? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I can't even speak to you like normally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like this might be one of the robots walking around in the city right now. Like, that's crazy. But you know, my first experience, like ever, and I mean, like, listen, now like Ian gets invited to like all these like really cool places and stuff. So like I've gotten to go to like really cool restaurants, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like we got to go to Carbone. Food was really good.
Yeah.
He was a robot. Like, even Oko in Westport, you know, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. Server was really, really nice. But robot. Like, he was very respectful and stuff. I had this server at Nobu the other day that was making jokes.
Oh, you went to the city, right, for Nobu. What did you go to, actually? You remember?
No.
Was the really nice one, the big one that or no?
No, it was smaller.
Smaller. Okay.
Yeah, we probably went to like the I don't know. I fucking don't know. Whichever Nobu we went, it was really good. The food was really good, but the server was a human, and I literally looked at Ian and I was like, I feel like this is one of the first times I've been to somewhere where it's like this class. You know what I mean? Like
like upscale. Like you're hitting a different type of like. You're going to get a different type of service at this restaurant because of like...
Dude, the lady sitting right next to me, like not that, like the table right next to us, whatever, she had this giant mink coat and I'm like, I could never afford that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could never afford her outfit right now. And he's joking with her too. I'm like, no wonder this place is fucking popping, bro.
Yeah, people like that. Yeah, exactly.
The experience, like the server and stuff changes the dynamic so much of like, how busy you are.
Restaurants like that, there's like a nice little sweet spot, I'd say. Like you want to be personable and have a personality where people are going to remember you and remember the experience itself, but also not be too much like extroverted, because then it feels like you're kind of messing up with the experience of the actual restaurant itself. You know what I mean? You kind of want it to be like in the middle, kind of like that little sweet spot for it.
Yeah, and I also think that like it's about reading your tables at the end of the day, you know? Like you have to read to see like if there's a group that like is not even looking at me when I speak to them, I don't have to give that table much attention. No. You know, I'm refilling their waters, I'm clearing their plates, I'm pre-bussing, I'm doing like the stuff that I have to do.
I know
anyways.
What kind of experience I'm going to have with the table from just like the initial hello. That whole beginning, I know exactly what we're doing. If I walk up to a table, I'm like, hello, my name is, can I get a water?
Yes.
Yep. Stern, quiet, next couple of whatever interaction with them will be very, very stale. Because I'm like, you can't even say hello to me. You can't even. That's like honestly my biggest pet peeve. Like, let me just say hello. My name is, and like let's get like start off nice. You know what I mean? In a nice note. Starting off like that immediately turns me off. I'm like, okay, well now I just have to. Now I gotta be a server. Now I gotta be like just serve you your whatever you want me to do. That's it. I'm gonna give you no personality because you don't let me.
I hate that.
I hate that.
And like it's different calibers, like we were talking about. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing if you are going into like those like more fine dining, like those experiences and stuff, or like a restaurant that like I can't even explain, like at like a sports bar and stuff. I want my server to be like funny and like friendly. You know what I mean? I don't want someone like super stern. I feel like ours is kind of, or Stan's is kind of like a. Like, yes, it is like it's really good food, and like the price point is, it's not McDonald's, you know what I mean? Like that's not what it is. You're getting quality food. But at the end of the day, like you are going to a fast casual restaurant, you know? How are you just gonna sit there and like not let me see?
I think everyone that has worked at Stan's, I think they've had a few exceptions here and there that we maybe had like a server that wasn't like there, but like all of us have our own personalities. All of us have a certain experience that we give people that go to Stan's, right? Like, you know, you have me, you have someone like Jack. Jack is very formal. He knows his menu very well. He speaks to you about the menu in a way that like you kind of be like, oh wow, like this guy probably worked at like a very fancy restaurant, but he gives you also like a personality to him, right? Then we have Katya. Katya
can make you your drink wrong, can put your food order wrong.
I've always said
and
this,
like,
and I've said it so many times. I wish I can undo my memory, kind of like Men in Black this shit, and then just go to Stan's and like not know anything or know anyone there and just have an experience at the bar for Katya. I can't imagine what that first time is like because you're like, I'm going to keep coming back just to see her. And like you said, she could probably fuck up your entire thing. Not saying that she does. Not saying she does,
yeah, she's great.
She's great. But I'm saying she could fuck up tremendously, and I'm still gonna go just because her personality is just so. And if for you guys that have gone to Stan's and you guys know Katya, you guys know what I'm talking about. She's just so awesome. I can't.
That's Katya, baby, bro.
She is somebody that so valuable. That's insane,
bro. So
insane.
Valuable.
My dad came in on Valentine's like night after the whole rush and after everything like went down in the kitchen, but like. He came in after, and it was my stepmom and him. And he's like, oh, can I sit with you? I'm like, no, sit at the bar with Katya. She's had so much energy. My dad walked out of there so happy because of Katya. He texted me after. She was like, oh my God, she was awesome. We have to keep coming back. And I was like, exactly. I'm like, I wish I could feel that. Like, I don't know, just like meeting her for the first time and just having that experience for her, like in the bar. Like, just so much energy, so much love, so much enthusiasm to just like be alive. Like, I don't know.
No, she is so alive.
Yeah, she's so
and
alive.
It's so funny. I think that like the funniest interactions that she'll have too are like with people that are very like, like very serious people. Like we'll have like old people. Sorry, like that sounds so fucked up. Like we have like people that are like older
people that probably have had a million types of servers in their life who are like, and you can just tell they like their experience to be very like proper, very like, and then they get Katya, and like
is the opposite of that,
and opposite, like, and you can see them loosen up, like you can literally see them drop their shoulders and be like, who is she? Like, what is she?
Dude, when I was managing, I would literally walk around and be like, she wakes up like this. Like this is her, bro, 24/7. I was like, I've had sleepovers with this girl.
My God.
This is how she's at 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's awesome,
bro.
Awesome.
Gem.
Awesome.
She's a fucking gem. And you know what's like, it's one of those things too that like obviously like I think that she's so destined for so many great things, but like she's, oh my God, like I don't even mean it in like an insulting way, but that girl is exactly where she's meant to be at the same time.
And hospitality.
Hospitality.
And hospitality. I think she's destined for hospitality because like you want that vibe from someone, like anywhere you go, like anywhere.
Bro.
You want that anywhere you go.
Yeah. You know, if you look through like our photos and videos and stuff, it's almost always like me editing and I'm like, oh, we talked about you. We talked about you. We talked about you. We talked about you. Because she's like actually my favorite person in that restaurant.
She's awesome.
She's fucking amazing. Bro, I wish I had that energy, bro.
Yeah, me too.
And like
there's days that I do have that, and there's other days where it's just like I'm so tired, I'm exhausted, I've had a long day, or like my mind's elsewhere. But she's able to like sometimes put that to like the side and just like give you her all, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see.
And it's funny because like I feel like when I was younger and stuff, I was able to like put so much energy into it. You know what I mean? Like I've had tables be like, okay,
Yeah.
you're like really excited right now.
Yeah.
Like you're working. I'm like, I'm living life. I'm happy right now. And like I think that like I've been able to like be that, and then I think that it kind of comes to a point where you're just like in the industry for a while, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
And I'm like here, I just can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It's
literally
crazy.
does.
And were you? No, I think that I guess when you started, we've always had like really young staff there. So like when you started at Stan's, you were probably like one of the older ones.
Yeah. So I started about like 4 years ago now. So I was like 24, 23 when I first started at Sands. So yeah, it's probably one of the older ones.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like when I started there was like everyone was older than
Damn,
me.
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't
Did you
really
see
think
my
about
thing on
it.
Facebook the other day when I hit 8 years?
8 years at Sands?
Yeah.
What is that?
So I posted a memory, like how like Facebook will like give you memories and stuff, kind of like Snapchat. So like I posted, I was like, oh my gosh, like baby Lay, like happy 4 years at Stan's. Like it was like a selfie from like my first day. I had like classes.
Can you
and I had
believe
just got
8
my
years that
braces
you
up.
worked at one restaurant? And I think we don't think about it so often, but the fact that Stan's has kept their servers, their people working there for as long as they have, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, think about you, Elias, Sam, me, people that have gone and then come back again. Like, there's I don't know, there's people who work at Stan's, like some of the core people that work at Stan's, that kind of become like the face of it in a way, because that's what the guests are like are typical from seeing all the time. You know what I mean? And I think that's so awesome. I think you don't see that many restaurants that like people stay as long as we have.
Yeah.
That's like insane.
Bro, there's
insane.
like the place that we went to the other day, like we had like a little stands outing the other day. And every time I go there, it's never the same people.
Yeah.
I get a different server every single time I go there.
And it makes you think. It really makes you think. And like, what's going on? I mean, I know obviously restaurants are like high turnover, that happens, right? But like when you go, I can't imagine being a guest at Stan's and then being like, I'm seeing the same faces for the past like X amount of years. You know what I mean? That says a lot about the restaurant itself and like the culture that we have there, which I think is like so awesome and special in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it becomes family.
Yeah, it
we
does.
Were talking
It
about,
does.
You know what? We have another restaurant in the area that's been around for like literally decades, and there's people that have been working there for 30 years.
Where?
Rosie's.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
Yep.
like a staple here. Like my brother.
I don't know his
there.
name, but the one bartender, the older man that works at Rosie tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know his name either.
I don't know his name, but
every
I
time
feel like
he's there,
anyone
always-
who's hearing this right now knows what I'm talking about, knows who I'm talking about. He's like a face for me. Like I think of Rosie and I think about him bartending. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's who I think about.
That was like the first bar that I went to that that's the only bar that I've ever been to that if someone tips over 20%, they have like this bell.
Yeah, it's just like
Bro,
loud.
and like I was an asshole about it. Like, no, I wouldn't like keep closing out like my tab because of that. You know what I mean? Like, but anytime I had cash, I would like.
You
close.
wanted that fucking.
I wanted
you
the bell
wanted
so
the bell.
bad.
You
I was like,
Damn, we need a bell at Sands. You're making fun of their faces.
yeah, bro. But or then we need like one of those like boo buttons, like when you tip under. Boo.
Do the opposite effect. That's ass.
Or like the what was that sound? Like this guy stinks.
This guy sucks.
Bro, it's so fun. And like that's one of those things, like I was talking to you about it the other day. Like there's days that I'm here and then I'm just like, fuck, bro, I miss it so bad.
Yeah.
You almost, when you're in like the camp, I say it's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Working in a restaurant, especially when you work at one place for a really, really long time, you almost develop like this Stockholm syndrome from it, where it's just like, this is my captor. I've devoted my life to this place, and
You
that just
become
is
so
what it
used
is.
to it. You become like your body just is so like it knows it has to get going. It has to move. Like
Bro.
Like I was feeling that. Oh my God, in Colombia, literally, we haven't talked about this yet, but when I went to Colombia, I was looking around and I always forget how different it is for like restaurant culture in other countries, like except out of like United States, because like here, the servers work for tips, so we don't get that much hourly. Our main bulk is tip, and we have a tip culture here of 20% or more, whatever. We have that here in America, but in other countries they don't have that. It's just a regular job for them, right? Tipping is like extra for them in a way. In Colombia, when I was there, it's just like everything was moving much slower. Like the service was very, very different than what I was used to. Because I was like, damn, I can't believe I'm that guy right now. I'm like, where the hell is my drink? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm thinking like stuff like that. And I'm like, no, Carlos, you're in a different country. Like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But then when my drink's empty and they're like walking by me and they're not asking me for another one, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Like, I would have been but I'm like, no, this isn't how it goes here. So it's like, I don't know. It's just like a different like mindset. I think we're so accustomed to everything moving so fast in here in America, and we move tables and move them, like, you know, give them the best experience or whatever it is, that other countries just feel very like different to me in that sense.
But I honestly also think that it's really like, unless you work at like a dive or like a really like bar style environment, in other states, it's really not like that either. That's like they say, like the New York state of mind. Like everything in the Northeast just moves so
quick.
fast.
So quick.
We're fucking busting, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like my grandma literally said, like, we have family that lives in Florida and stuff, and like she's visited them like once or twice. They're not like immediate family, they're like kind of more distant, but she has visited them in the past and stuff, and she said like even they calm down, you know, you guys are always fucking moving, like you guys are always like doing something. I'm like, yeah, grandma, that's how it is here. Everyone is like that, bro. And it's one of those things too that if someone's not like that, everyone else is looking at them like, what the fuck?
What the hell is going on? Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
lazy. Like, get to work, you know? If someone's...
And you realize that when you travel outside the country, you see that, you know, when I was in Ecuador, when I was in Colombia, when I went to Amsterdam, like all these countries you go and it's like everything moves like at a different pace, that you feel crazy for the way that you move. You know what I mean? The way that you guide yourself through life. Like it's okay to like take a breather and just like relax.
Bro, when I was in
but it
Nashville...
feels so weird.
It feels
It's
so weird. When we were in Nashville, we went to like this one bar. I forget the name of it, but like the bar scene in Nashville is nuts. I like want to go back so bad. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever
I want to
had.
go so bad.
Let's go. Fuck
no,
it.
no, I want to go to Nashville so bad.
It was one of those things too. It was like on
I've
my
heard
bucket
great
list.
things, yeah.
Dude, it was on my bucket list. And like, as soon as Ian was like, I have to do work in Nashville. Do you want to go? I said, fuck yes. Why do you
Let's
even ask me
fucking go.
that?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
I went in an unfortunate time because it was so fucking cold. It was like right before like the snow and we got everything. So it was like 30 degrees. It was really cold. But I was like, you know what? Like, shit, 30 degrees is a regular fucking Tuesday in Connecticut, you know? So like, I'm going to go. So we went, like I went to like a couple of bars and stuff. They are so much more, I guess, like used to like the chaos and stuff, or I don't know exactly what it is, but I like look at Matt and I'm like, dude, I would be having an anxiety attack right now. Like this one bartender is working solo. And like when we got there was only like 3 other people there, and she's like moving so slow, like whatever. She's chilling, bro. She's really nice. Like I'm not saying that's in no way like shitting on her either. I was impressed, honestly. And then out of nowhere, when I tell you a fucking bus pulled up, swear to God, you know, like one of those like Greyhound buses. Swear
It's
on
what, swarming
everything, bro.
swarming into that bar.
They were kind of like spreading out and stuff, but like
But they all came to that, yeah.
Majority of
And
them.
she was the only one at the bar.
Only one.
Yeah,
and then like
I'd lose
this
it.
other bartender comes in and he's like picking up like the stuff and he's like, I'm gonna clock in. She's just like, you really don't need to do that. I don't need it. I got it. So calm. I would literally be like, jump in. Why are you telling me?
Yeah, like,
just get
do
in,
it,
bro.
Just do it.
Just get in.
Get in.
I
No,
literally
but
looked up. I was like, what the actual fuck?
No, when you start working places like that are just so,
Volume.
yeah, the volume is just so it's also consistent. Like Nashville is like known to be a hub for like, you know, with bridal showers and stuff like that, right? Like bachelorettes. I'm sorry, yeah, bachelorettes. So stuff like that. So they're used to like having a year round like tourist like attraction to it. So the bartenders there, I'm assuming, are just so used to being like busy like that all the time. You know what I mean? So for them, it's like it's a second nature for them to like move their bodies like that fast. You know what I mean?
Bro, I interviewed her name's China, but I interviewed her in Nashville and stuff, and like I was talking to her afterwards. I was like, okay, like where should I go? Because that was like the day that we got there. I interviewed her. I was like, okay, so like where should we go? Like whatever. And she was like, go this place, go this place, go this place. And I was just like, afterwards, I was texting her and I was like, dude, I want to live here so bad.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got you a job tomorrow. I was like, don't.
But that's literally me anywhere I travel to.
Yeah, why is
Anywhere I go, I'm just like, I want to live here so bad. I was in Colombia. Anywhere I want to live here so bad, Kelsey. I was in Amsterdam. I can see myself riding a bike every single day. Like, I don't know, like anywhere I go that's outside of like what I'm used to here in Connecticut, I just like want to live there so bad. I think it's just like I don't know. It's always my stepmom always tells me like it's always nice because you're on vacation, Carlos. Like you're there on vacation. They can use like there's probably people that visit Connecticut and like I want to live here, and I'm like, why the fuck would anyone want to? You know what I mean? Like in my head.
I know
but
people.
It's because you're on vacation. So like for you don't see the daily routine of stuff. You know what I mean? So like for you don't really see it that way. So
I don't know, but there's been cities that I've visited. Like I have no interest in moving to Florida. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know, Nashville's one of those places. Like
I mean, when I was in
Barcelona,
Tampa was really beautiful.
I've been to Tampa before
like
too,
Tampa.
but Tampa
Tampa's nice.
felt very much vacation to me. You know, like it didn't feel like I didn't go like out like that. Like we were just kind of like chilling at the Airbnb and like we would do like adventures and stuff like that. So like that felt more vacation to me.
Yeah.
Like since like we've been doing like these work trips and stuff like that. Like there's been very few places. Like one place that I would literally move tomorrow, and there's like literally nothing that anyone can do to convince me. In a different life, I will. I promise. Is Barcelona.
Oh yeah, you loved it.
Bro.
You told me that.
Samantha was like, yo, like Bad Bunny's going to be in Barcelona in May. I was like, okay, let me look at plane tickets right now.
You have to go.
Bro, I can't go, but
I
I wish I could. I wish I could. We need to go to Barcelona.
Like for me, my spot that I would love to live at is Amsterdam.
Yeah, you loved Amsterdam.
Yeah, I loved Amsterdam.
You came back a different person.
Because that to me was just so... Everything that I felt that I was like, that was wrong here in like the States in terms of like the way the city layout is Amsterdam had it. Everything worked together. The metro, the bus, the bikes, like everything was just, it made so much sense. The fact that like people themselves are the one that run the city and not necessarily the cars do. Like the streets there were made for people to walk around. You know what I mean? They were not made for cars. Have you ever seen those videos of people parking in Amsterdam? And they're parking and they're like literally on the edge of like the road and they're about to fall into like the fucking river or whatever it is. Like to me that looks insane, but that's how it is because they didn't think about cars in the way that we think. Everything here in the United States is based off like cars, highways, the way everything's so far apart. Everything just is like our drive. Like you can't live here without a car.
Well, everything in the United States is also like made to make money, and like that's the difference. You know what I mean? Like there it was made on like on culture. You know, like there's just so many things that are different. Like even being in the city, Barcelona. I mean, like I don't know, like size wise, if it's like similar or whatever. Barcelona felt bigger than New York City to me.
Yeah,
but maybe because I would get on the metro and like I would literally be in like a completely like different side of it. You know?
Yeah.
Like I was in Manhattan literally yesterday, right? Dude, first of all,
I can't do New York City.
Dude, I have an iPhone. New
York City for me feels insane.
Oh, New York City's insane.
Yeah.
I have an iPhone, you know, like I try to use like maps and stuff. I kind of understand the city just because of how many times like I've been there and stuff. But so literally like what I'll do is because your maps don't work in the city. They just don't. I don't know if it's so many high rises. I don't know exactly what it is. Satellites don't hit there. I don't know. But you cannot like track while you're walking on an iPhone.
What do you mean?
It doesn't reroute you properly.
Oh, it doesn't?
Never.
You haven't even tried.
Yeah.
Don't even
don't.
like yeah.
Don't. Literally what you do is like, I mean, what I do now is like I'll like screenshot like what it looks like from the point that I'm at. I'll screenshot and I'll go based off the picture because it's way easier.
Are you using Apple Maps?
No, but I've used Waze. I've used everything.
Because Google is like the one you want to use. Apple Maps sucks.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because none of the satellites fucking hit the road because the buildings are so tall. That's my logic, but I don't know. It just doesn't work. Or at least maybe I've just never known how to fucking
use
walk.
It.
Yeah.
Or walk, yeah. Maybe you don't know how to fucking walk.
Maybe I need to be retrained. But so I'm thinking the same thing in Barcelona and stuff. But like the difference is that like in New York, everything is like, this is 32nd, this is 33rd, this is 34th, you know, like, so it's different there. In Barcelona, it's not necessarily like that. So like I screenshot and I'm like, where the actual fuck am I? So then I'm like, okay, so like I know that like to get on the metro, you go in through like this hub and stuff. So like now I'm tracking it by the metro. And I was like, fuck it, bro. Like Samantha's at work. Like I'm gonna find my way home somehow. Like if she has to come get me, she'll have to come get me.
You're gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna use the maps, bro. Even that makes more sense in Spain.
That's insane.
Everything, they just have transportation figured the fuck out. They have walking figured the fuck out. It's so amazing. Everything about Europe is just much easier.
Europe overall, like they've really figured out like the whole like public transportation. Like I just wish that we had that here in the States the way they do, because it's so awesome. It makes life so easy. Like I'm so okay with like. But at the same time, like public transportation here also comes with like the fear of like something happening to you, because I mean that's a whole different topic, but
no, but
it's scary. Like it's different.
I'm on the train by myself. I took Southeast, but like Southeast to Grand Central and stuff, and like literally the whole entire time I was like, I'm not sitting unless I find a place that like my back is against the wall or my back is against like the plexi and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the last thing that I fucking want is some deranged person coming from the back and fucking stabbing me.
Yeah.
I've never felt unsafe.
Isn't that so bad that we feel like that here? And it's a big fear for mine too.
Bro,
I wouldn't want to go in the subway in New York City because like anything could happen.
Bro, we went. So Ian's cousins live in the city and stuff. So for Valentine's Day, we were also there, and so we were like, oh, okay, like let's meet up with them, like whatever. He lives in Brooklyn though, so like Ian's talking about taking the subway here and like this, and I was just like respectfully,
I don't even want to get on it.
I will pay $100 to take an Uber. Like I do not care. I'm not getting on the subway. No. I'm not doing it. No, that's one of those things I have no interest. Yeah. Samantha, as soon as she came to the airport to pick me up from Barcelona. She's like, I got you a Metro card. I was like, the Metro?
Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
I'm in Europe.
And like the one thing, she's just like, yeah, just be careful with pickpockets. I was like, I'll fuck a pickpocket. Like, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of getting robbed as opposed to getting fucking stabbed. Are you kidding? Fuck no. Yeah. Like people talk to you in the city and you just have to like walk past them. People talk to you in Barcelona, they might try to rob you. Yeah. Or they might just ask you to take a picture of them.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. It's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful fucking thing. Bro, I would love to like have a taste of like what serving overseas is like.
Me too. I've always thought that too. I was like, damn, I would love to like serve here and see what it's like to serve here. But I don't know if I would be too much for the guests that come in, because they're so used to like slower service, and I don't know if I would maybe seem annoying to them, like consistently being on top of them and seeing how their experience is, or like seeing if they want another drink or whatever. I might seem pushy or like annoying, or I don't know. Something like that would probably happen.
No, I told Samantha that when she was living there, that I was gonna go there and I was gonna work at a coffee shop. But I have like this.
Actually, yeah. If anything, it would be. I would love to be a barista overseas.
And there's so many coffee shops there.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Bro, so every corner. But like it's so funny that like I have this like thing right now about being a barista. I've told you about this, right? Yeah. I want to be a barista so bad.
Being a barista is so fun. When you go from like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you bartended, so you know what it's like to like make drinks, stuff like that. But like I think the clientele is what makes it the whole experience different as a barista, because you're serving them like their morning coffee or whatever it is, and it's like a different vibe than being at a bar or like serving them at a restaurant. You know what I mean? It's nice. I love being a barista.
And that's what you're doing too, like on the side from like serving and stuff. What do you think is different about the clientele that'll come into the coffee shop versus at a table?
Let's see. You are the first like person they see when they're kind of like getting up in the morning, right? Like you are kind of like what starts off their morning. For those early comers, like you are what's starting off their day, and they're kind of like happy to see a happy face and like smiling at them. They might smile right back at you, and it's like, I don't know, you don't get that much of like the craziness that you might get at a bar or like at a table, I'd say. Being a barista just means that like you get like very fun and warm like interactions with people instead. That's what I really like.
Yeah, I like, and you know what I like about it too? I think that like that experience is a lot quicker, whereas opposed to like a table is sitting for like an hour or 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like I think that I like the speed.
Yeah.
You know, like it's on a busy morning, like on a Sunday morning with like all those kids and stuff. Like, yeah, like kids aren't the most fun at a table. Like they're not. But at the same time, like just seeing their face like light up when they like see the donut case and stuff. Yeah. Like that's probably such a fun feeling.
It is really cute. And at the same time, like it might not be the same experience that you might have like at a table or like serving them at a bar. You still get your regulars that come in every morning. So after a while, it's kind of like, good morning, how are you? How you been? Like you get to know more about them, they get to know more about you. And it's like, it's nice because then they get used to you, get used to them. And like I have this one guest that comes in every Tuesday with her son. It's her and her son, and they have like a routine every single Tuesday. They come in, he gets his strawberry donut with sprinkles, and he tells me exactly which one he wants, exactly which one he wants to get, and he like loves it, has a great time, because I interact with him as well and stuff like that. And then we've had like a past barista at this place, and they were telling me how they're so happy that I was back, because like the barista before wasn't giving them the experience that they were like used to. And like, oh my god, like I missed you, how you been, like I'm so happy you're back because you're actually talking to my son. And it made me realize, I'm like, oh my god, these people get used to seeing you all the time. You know what I mean?
You almost become part of their routine.
Yeah, you become part of the routine.
I love
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
It's such a like rewarding feeling too, you know what I mean? Like I love like when people are like happy to see me.
Yeah.
And I've noticed too, like especially kind of like being out and stuff now, like whenever I like run into like my old regulars or like the restaurant's old regulars and stuff, and like they see me, like it almost feels like I have to catch you up on everything, you know? Because like they're so used to like coming in on Tuesday morning or coming in on like their regular days and stuff, and you're like, okay, like what happened this past week, you know? It's so, I don't know.
It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good, you know?
It does.
You grow with these people, you know, and like you just, I don't know, they become part of your extended family, I guess.
Yeah, especially like I said before, like, you know, we've been at the same spot for so long, like it becomes part of our lives, you know what I mean?
And
nice.
not even to get it confused either, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure that she was probably excited that you like moved on and like you were growing and like trying to figure out like different things for your life, you know? But like obviously like they're happy about that because they've become like part of like
exactly too
your story.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I don't know, it's like so satisfying, I guess.
Makes you feel really good.
It makes you feel really good. Oh, what a lovely like I love people. I love like working with people, honestly.
Me too. What's next for me? What's next for you?
What's next for me? I don't know, I guess just kind of growing this.
And seeing where it goes.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like on it. I think that I've always like put too much pressure on myself to kind of like do what's next. And that's like why I've left the restaurant before. You know, this isn't my first time leaving. But I've always just kind of been like, okay, like now it's time for career. Like let me go to like the orthopedic side, right? Like I was like, okay, like no, like this is a career. Like I get health insurance and like all this stuff. Like you get so like wrapped up into like growth, where when sometimes I think you're kind of like at a place because you're meant to be at a place, you know what I mean? If I hadn't quit that job that I thought was going to be my career, I would have never found this. Yeah. I was talking to someone about it like yesterday and stuff too, and just like really funny to just see like when you're placed somewhere, it's so funny to see like where you go, you know? Like I remember the story that I told was my cousin Austin was like, let's go to this party. I'm like, dude, I don't want to go to that party. He's just like, no, it's going to be a great time, right? We end up going to a party at Tuxedo. That's the party, right? So
imagine that.
It
being a tuxedo.
Yeah. Then it turned into like now every time there's like an event there, we're going to go. Cool. Now I'm like in this like partying is so fun. Get in a car accident. Car gets destroyed. My parents are like, you're out past curfew. You weren't supposed to be out. You're paying for your car. My friend works at Stanziato's. My friend gets me a job at Stanziato's. Now I'm working at Stanziato's, trying to figure everything out. Everything always kind of falls back into that place, whatever. I have all of this because my cousin forced me to go to a party.
Because of that one moment, yeah.
Because of that one moment that just completely like
veered your entire life. Yeah. I think that goes like, it makes me think about my whole start with like serving and all that is like, I graduated in 2020 with my degree from UConn. I did my 4 years at UConn. It was during COVID. Literally finding a job during that time was like horrible. Like nobody was hiring, everybody was firing. Like finding a job was like immensely hard. Like anywhere I'd go to, I need you to have experience, and I was like, I just graduated. How could I have any experience in doing any of this? Oh, any internships? No, I had to work throughout college, so I never did an internship either. So I had nothing under my belt. So I got into serving. Started my first job at Texas Roadhouse, and ever since then, it's just like my whole life changed from that one moment starting to serve. Because then obviously serving during that time was like, I'm making money now. Like and it's good money. It's quick money. Like it's just as fast as it comes, just as fast as it goes as well too. So it's like I got so used to like this lifestyle that like now here, like X amount of years later, I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do now? Like, what's next for me? But like, I'm so grateful for all the memories that I made as like a server. I think that it made me grow so much as a person. I look back at it and I'm like, there's so many mistakes that I've made along the way in my life as being in this part of my life of being a server, that like I look back at it, I'm like, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't because of this. I don't think I was ever ready for a corporate job or any job like that, because serving made me realize all of my flaws, and like now I'm like working on them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I love that. What's next?
No, I don't know. Let's see. I think I would love to be a nurse. I think I've talked about it with you many, many times. I think that nursing is like, just makes so much sense for me. After you work in a field like this, where, not saying that it's not meaningful, it is meaningful. Like we talked about it just now. Like, you meet a lot of people that you care for throughout the years and stuff like that. I think that for me, nursing, what it means is like spending my time doing something that like I am happy about. Like, my time is being spent doing something that is causing a change in somebody else's life. You know what I mean? A lot of this job is kind of like selfish in a way, because you're making your own money, you're making the money for yourself, like everything you're doing is like for yourself, but then that nursing almost kind of feels like selfless, and like I'm doing it for other people, not just for myself. You know what I mean? So I think like going to nursing school would be like next for me, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, listen, guys, this is a message to anyone listening. If you want to start a podcast, harassment works towards your friends. I've been harassing Carlos for months about coming on the fucking podcast.
And I don't know why I was always so nervous. I mean, I still am a little nervous to be here right now, but
your hands a little playing me.
Yeah, a little. You hear that? No, yeah, I'm happy you actually forced me to come, because I had a good time.
Yes.
I had a really good time.
Carlos, thank you so much for coming on Tips and Secrets.
Love you.
Love you.